painting at home with a file in hand, blinging up tipsy, got the sleuthing planned. Nails by Misty, I craft and I slay, with true crime tales while we polish all day. Charms, chrome killers and glue, DIY nails with a crime-loving crew.
Hey everyone, it's T. Welcome back to my channel. I bet you can guess what we're doing today. We are taking off the purple nails that we did for the first day of work and the first week of work that matched one of my really cute tops that I wore. It's time for a new set, to make a new set too. So we're gonna take these off. I'm trying the tried and true warm water with soap and cuticle oil first. Okay, we are back and we're going to make some press-ons because I did put on this set, the MY35 set. I put those on and I freaking love them. But I got these new, these new coffin shapes that I wanted to make some nails with. But before I do that, I have to kind of like do a little bit of altering to the thumbs because the thumbs are a little wide at the bottom for me. So what I have to do is I have to kind of bring them in a little bit here. Right through here. That's what I have to do for me. So you do whatever you need to do. So, I have a little bit of piece left. So I'm just gonna kind of go around again, going down. Okay, so I'm gonna put these on and then I'm gonna put them on the tray just so I can make sure I get them on really well and they don't move around. Sometimes when I press them on and I'm pressing them on the tray, it slides around because of the magnet and I don't feel like I put the nail down really well. Okay, so every other nail except for the thumbs fit perfectly, so we don't need to do any other adjustments on the other ones. But on these, make sure I'm grabbing the right ones. Come on, where the hell is your stupid number? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're doing the 2s on these. So actually I do need to adjust the 2s just a little bit. I just need to bring them in just a little bit. The 3s would work, but you want to try to go slightly larger, and the 3s were fitting exactly perfect. So okay, so like I said, what I've decided to do is I'm going to use some unicorn flake and then I'm going to put jelly over top of that. I think that's going to be so pretty. So I am going to take the nubs off since I've got them right here. Just make it easier. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the mood I'm in, I'll be honest. I don't have like a tried and true rule, like I'm like, oh my God, I gotta do this or I gotta do that for probably anything, to be honest with you. But let's see this. Oops, I've got those. You need to go back here, ma'am. You go there. It is windy today by my house, let me tell you. Okay, and then take a little nub off. We had some tornadoes apparently out in Rockford. Rockford is like, I don't know, an hour from me at least, maybe a little farther. I'm not really good with that kind of stuff. If I haven't been there like multiple times, I can't tell you how far away it is from where I live. Like I can tell you the city is a good 2 hours from where I live. But when people ask where you're from, I always tell them the Chicagoland area because I'm not from Chicago. I mean, my family, yes, back in the day lived in the city. But if you tell people, oh yeah, I live in Elgin, they have no freaking clue where that is. So Chicagoland works well. And like I said, what we're gonna do with these is we are going to brush them all off really quickly, but we're gonna do unicorn flake with a really pretty syrup gel over it. So let me go grab the flake and the syrup gels and we will get started. Okay, so stick with me here. We're gonna use this pink and green. I've been obsessed with green lately, but then we're also gonna use these two cat eyes as well. And then these two flakes. So this one gives more of a purple, this kind of gives more of a green. So how we're gonna do this is I want the flakes to go on first. So I'm gonna do a base coat and I'm just gonna use this gelatin base for it so that the nails get super sticky. And then I'm gonna put on our unicorn flake. Once I get, ooh, hold on. Fuzzy, 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 fuzzy. We don't want a fuzzy. Excuse me, fuzzy. Thank you very much. Let's get out of there. Okay, so as soon as we cure this and it gets sticky, we will put the unicorn flake on top of this. Then we will put a layer of the really pretty syrup gel that I have. And then on top of that is when we will do a coat of our cat eye. So I don't need this to be like a crazy thick layer. I got a little heavy-handed with that first layer. Like, what are you doing, woman? Okay. Looks like there might be something in it right here. So let's see if we can get that off of the nail. What are you? Okay. And we're just gonna go down the line, like I said, and top coat these, excuse me, base coat all of these, cover them with our unicorn flake. Then we will go ahead and put, ooh, let's not get it on your nails, T, that you just put on. That would not be good. Let me get that off all the way. Okay, let's be a little bit more careful, shall we, lady? Talking to myself, giving myself a good talking to. Okay, so base coat on everything. Once we do the base coat, we're gonna do the unicorn flake. There is something right here. We're gonna use the unicorn flake. Oh yeah. I know it's there. Let me take my glasses off so I can get really super close and see, because that tends to help because I am nearsighted. I feel like it's right there. Yep, there it is. Ah, what a pain. What a pain. But you know, it's what happens when you have animals, and I wouldn't give up my animals just so I don't have fuzzies in my nails. That would not happen. We're just gonna go through, continue base coating these. All right, so we're back. So the first set I'm gonna do with this flake. And I'm just going to kind of put it all over the nail like this. It's not gonna be any kind of pattern or anything. I just want it in the background of what we're doing. So probably heavier over the nail bed because it will help then to cover up where the end of our finger is and hide that so we don't have to worry about it kind of like poking through and looking funky. Okay, so I'm going to continue doing this on all of these nails. The one hand, like I said, will get, yes, one color, the other hand will get the other color. And who knows, I've done that. I did that on a set just recently where one hand was one color and one hand was the other. And then when I went to take pictures, I kind of mixed them up a little bit because I was all like, ooh, I like how they look that way. So, just blowing it off, literally off myself. You can see like a little bit of flake in the air, and there's like a breeze. That's coming from outside. It is that windy that is coming in. I have a fan in the window. It's not even like I have the window just open. The fan is not turned on or you'd hear it. But yeah, that's just coming through where that fan is. One of those like window fans, not a big one like those two-bladed ones where you can have them go in or out, that kind of thing. I'm just making sure I've got flake everywhere on the nail, because once you're done with this and you start putting other colors on, too late to put more flake on. I mean, you could, I guess, layer and layer and layer, but that's not what we're looking to do. Okay. So we're just going to continue doing this. Like I said, once this is done, I'm going to go over each one of these with I'm going to try to do just one layer of the gel, of the syrup gel. I mean, of course the gel, they're all gel, but of the syrup gel, because I don't want it to be too dark over my flake. Oh, look at how cool those look. Those are going to be dope. All right. We're going to start in with the green. Now, that does not want to open. We may not be using, oh yeah, we can use that one. I was like, we might not be using that polish. It is so hard. I'm going to use my brush, and I'm going to try to brush off as much flake as I possibly can, because I don't want it to get into my polish. So, all right, we're gonna start with the green. Oh, this is gonna be wild. Look at how green that is. And on top of that flake, oh, that looks so cool. I love that. I do need to make sure I get the whole friggin' nail though. All right, so hopefully you can see all of that crazy flake under the green. I got on this side, I missed a little. This is kind of like a milky green too. These are a little bit more of a milky syrup gel with the colors, so it's not like a true jelly, which was what I was looking for, but I do want to make sure it's not too thick. And in the lamp she goes. We're going to continue doing that on all of these nails. I think this is going to be such a fun design. Once I get done with this and they cure, then we will go in and we'll decide, do we want to use a water cat eye, or do we want to use the cat eye I've pulled out? Right there though, you can see I'm getting a little bit on my brush, so I'm just gonna wipe my brush off. It's not a big deal. And then continue with a nice even coat of our green. I think this is going to be so cool looking. I'm just doing a 60-second cure on them, nothing crazy. Once we get done with that, we're going to test probably the pinky. It's the smallest nail, and we'll see what that cat eye looks like. I don't want it to be like crazy. I want you to be able to see some of the cat eye, but also have some of the cool color from it, but not lose the color underneath, if you understand what I'm saying. If that makes any sense at all. All right, I got a little under this lip, so let's get that off. We hate that. There we go. I am going to start turning them the opposite direction. It just makes it a little easier for me to make sure that I know what nail goes where. Like this one actually I think goes here, to be truthful with you. I think that goes there. We got that one going, and now we're going to get our thumb. Oh my gosh. You could literally stop like right here if you wanted to. Maybe add some fun charms or some stickers. And it's hilarious because the more I start looking at nails, sometimes I'm like, ooh, do I want to leave that like so you can see it? And it's not that I have an issue with it. I'm trying to stick with, oh Jesus, that needs to be cured. I'm trying to stick with my plan when I'm doing the nails lately. I've been like, squirrel. Actually, I do think these need to be switched. Yeah, that looks better. And so I'm determined, but I am going to, I think this is a little too red and blue. Oh yeah, for what we want. And these might be just a little bit too pigmented too. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I grabbed some double rhythm cat eyes, this crazy green. Let's put our lids back on our bottles. I'm famous for spilling, so let's not do that. There it is. I'm like, where's the pink one? Now this one I'm not sure about, to be honest with you. No, I don't like this one. I'm gonna change it, one sec. All right, so I decided to grab this pink double rhythm. So this is MC1191 and MC1188. So we're gonna do, like I said, the pinky first to see if we like it. If we don't, then we can wipe it off and it's only our pinky. So, an even coat of our cat eye. Then we're going to activate it. And I'm thinking about, I love how it looks when you use this funky magnet. So what are we thinking? Let's turn this down. I feel like it's just a little too bright, so we can't really get a good idea. Like I can see the cat eye here. And maybe if I like, not sure that magnet is giving me kind of what I want to do. So we'll activate it again. And then let's try, let's try the ball one. 1 second. The ones with all the little balls. Let's try that and see how that goes. Ooh, I touched it, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. But that's interesting. I just don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. Like I can, but I just don't know if it's gonna give enough of what I wanna do. So I don't know that those two are gonna be what I wanna do. Now I am flummoxed. Flummoxed, I tell ya, flummoxed. What do we do? Let's take our thumb out of the lamp. So this is where we are sitting currently, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, I love this. So maybe what we're gonna do is, instead of doing a cat eye, maybe I'm trying to be too ambitious, because I just don't want it to, if I, ooh, okay, I can try one other thing. Where's my bar magnet? Where is my bar magnet? Okay, we can try one other thing. And if I don't like this, then we're gonna put the cat eye away and be done. I'm going to, because this green is really close, that might be part of my problem, but I don't want it to be like overpowering to the color, or drop it like I just did. So let's clean up just a wee bit, shall we? I swear, I'm gonna need a new one of these. That's why it's there, so that the dust doesn't get all jacked up. Okay, so let's, nice even coat. I'm gonna activate it. And then I'm gonna put it right here. Oh, shoot. Not like that though. Oh my gosh. You're not supposed to touch it, T. Just get it close. All right. Activating. Let's actually, can we get it to do a straight line underneath for us? Don't think you're gonna notice the straight line at all. Like, I can see it here, but I don't think you're gonna even be able to tell there's cat eye on that. At least not that cat eye. All right, we're done. We're done doing cat eye. We're gonna do something completely different, I've decided, because that cat eye and I are having issues today. It's just not doing what I wanted to do, and I think it's probably the color I have. I mean, I could try, no, I keep going back and going, I can try this or try that, and I'm like, it's just not doing what I want. So I think what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do some fun stickers possibly on these. So let me go look at my sticker book really quick. Okay, so I pulled out charms because I thought it would be interesting. Maybe I have, look at these little skull charms. So they're sparkly on one side and they've got like that iridescence, like this one's the green. I think that would be kind of fun. I can either I can even put them on the opposite nails. So I think I am gonna use some of those little skulls because those are cute and those are fun. And my dog is making his presence known in the world. Ghost is saying, hi, how's it going? I just wanted to make sure I was recording. I did another set of nails and I'm so like, it's so me though. And I thought I was recording my outro saying, hey, thanks for, you know, hanging out, blah, 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 all that stuff with me. And yeah, it was not on. I have these stars too that I want to use, these green stars. I think those are going to be fun. I also have pink ones that we're going to use. I have them in 2 different sizes as well. So I'm gonna use some of the smaller ones too. I think those will be fun. And we will mix it up. Like we won't put just like the green stars on the green nails. We will probably switch it up, to be honest with you. Some pinky purples, another green, another pink. Ooh, that's not really a pink, that's a peach. There we go. It's kind of like a pinky purple. It's not exactly the same shade of pink, but it's gonna do. I'm trying to think if I want anything else. Ooh, I have some hearts that are like this too. That one I think is a little too blue. Maybe we do a green heart. I wonder if I have smaller ones too. Ooh, that green is not exactly the right shade of green, but I think it'll be interesting. And then, oh, they come in 2 different sizes. I'm loving this. Some smaller hearts. Are those the same color or is this one yellow? No, that's green. Okay. All right, so we're back. So I'm going to use my crazy top for this. So I'm using my crazy top, no, not the standard. I want my crazy top thick for this. Let's get this open. And we're just going to put a nice even layer. It's the weather here, can I tell you, the weather in Illinois right now is so crazy. It was like up in the 80s yesterday, and I think today's high is supposed to be 50 something. I'm just like, okay, you say so. I'm convinced Mother Nature is mad at us, so, I mean, we are fucking her planet up. But you know, it is what it is. You can only control what you can control. Once I put this on here, I'm gonna let this sit for a second because it will level out. So I'm just gonna kind of sit it to the side. Just notice something right there. I don't think I got my sidewall really well. All right, that's better. This one, just in case. Better safe than sorry, honestly, I say. Because nobody likes orange peel. No one likes the orange peel. I'm thinking on these nails, I've got the big hearts, the small hearts, the big stars, the small stars, and then the little skulls. So I definitely want, I think I pulled out enough skulls, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course I didn't. 9. I need one more. I was gonna say I want one skull on each hand, but maybe I don't decorate all the nails this time. I don't have to put something on each finger. It's not like that's required. So we're gonna think about that. I'm gonna go and grab our thumb and we're going to use this one right here. So I think we're gonna put the pink on the green, which is not, you are not even gonna be able to really tell, I don't think. And then we're gonna do a little heart right there and maybe a smaller star like that kind of situation. I don't know, I have to see how I like it. I might need another little star down here if I do this. Oh, okay, that I like. I am gonna have to make sure everything's sitting on the nail and give it a second because I've moved that around quite a bit. I think this one we are just, my dog says hi, in case you're wondering. That's Ghost saying hi to y'all. Little shit, come on now. I don't know, I kind of like it. I just think it's fun. All right, we're gonna put that in. So I think we're gonna do the thumbs, and then I'm not gonna do the pointer finger, and I'm gonna do the ring finger, I think. I think those are the two, and then leave the other ones without. So we'll do the thumbs and the ring finger, and then the other 3 nails, I'm not sure. But I definitely want to do the thumb and ring finger, so I'm going to do those first. So I can kind of get an idea of what it looks like, see if I want to do anything different. I'm probably out of frame for like so much of this, it's not even funny. But you know, that's just the way I roll. I have so much on the brush, I need to take some off, so we're going to just swipe down and take it off. It's funny, I had the Hunger Games playing on the television completely muted, and I just looked up and the TV's off. Tells me how long I've been in the nail room. All right, so we're gonna let that sit. And maybe I do a little bit on the middle finger. I'm sort of feeling like I need 2 nails to have stuff on it after we do this. So let's put our brush down. Okay, we're going to, on this one, use this skull, and I think the little skull is going to go down here on this one. And then I want I don't know. I think I want a little heart. And then maybe a big star. But I don't want them to be like perfectly lined up. We will have to fill in under that star when we go to top coat. This nail, I think we're just gonna do a heart and maybe another little heart. So that's all we're gonna do on that nail. And then the pinky is just going to be the way it is. Yeah, and then you have nothing, and then you have nothing. Yeah, I like that better. Same thing on this hand. So we're doing our pinky first so it can set. And these will definitely be nails that I wear more towards the summertime. Because, I mean, come on, look at them. They scream summer. Okay, you can go in there now and cure. You can come up, thank you very much. I'm just doing each one, letting it sit for a second so that it can self-level, because like I said, this crazy top thick, it's thick, they're not kidding, and it levels out so nicely. The dupe that Vendini makes, I also like using that a lot. That levels out quite nice as well. I just decided today we're going to use the crazy top. All right, let that sit. Okay, so on this one, I want a skull, and I think I'm just gonna grab this little skull here, and I want a skull at the top on this one. So a little skull there, And then I want a little heart. How small is that heart? Yeah, I think it's this one. Come on, heart, work with me. A little heart right there. And then a star. We're gonna do a pink star on this one. Just to make it a little different. Okay. And the lampy goats. Let's do this one. This one we're just gonna do, I think we're gonna do 2 stars because we did, looks a little thick on the side here. So we're gonna take a little bit of that off, let it sit again. Make sure we don't have it too thick on here. Wow, the wind outside, y'all, is crazy right now. All right, so on this, we're gonna do 2 stars, like I said. So we'll do pink star there, and then a smaller blue star here. Not that you're really gonna be able to tell that they're different colors, honestly, because of how translucent they are, but still, they are different colors. These jellies, I just think are like, oh, so fun. All right, so I'm just trying to spread what we have here. Love this. I do think, and maybe it's just me, I don't know, y'all tell me. When I do press-ons that have a lot of embellishments on them, I feel like those are a little harder to get off than ones that don't. Is it just me? Is it my imagination? It could be my imagination. You can tell me that. It's okay. I'm not gonna be mad at you. I don't know, just it feels that way to me. Alrighty. Okay. So we're gonna take this one out. We're gonna let this thumb sit for a sec. So I think I'm gonna do the heart. They're like, let's look at this. The heart on this side. So I'm gonna do a green heart right there. And then I want, do I have 2? Stars. Those were stars. We did hearts. So we'll do stars again. I'm okay with that because I don't think I have 2 hearts that size. I would have had to do a big star. And then we're going to do this skull here. And then another star right there. So I think I want this to be just slightly more like that in the center. Okay, we're gonna let that cure. While that's curing, I'm gonna clean this up and we'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So on some of these bigger stars on like this nail here, if we look down it, you can see it needs to be sealed really well. Because if not, it's gonna get caught on something, it'll come off, it'll pull the nail off, it'll hurt. So I'm just going to go around with this clear that I have that is specifically for sealing charms. And I'm gonna try to be neat about it and seal these all really well. I am going to come back and top coat. I also am gonna do it underneath these skulls that hang off the edge. I'm just gonna do it on these smaller nails because the charms themselves on the bigger nails sit quite nicely. So I'm kind of going down the side, smoothing it all on this one. This one really had a big overhang. A little bit over here, not nearly as much as the other side, but it's because we have this big star on the bottom of this design. So I'm going to try to pull it up this area of the star so it doesn't look like it's just sitting in this giant puddle of polish. I'm going to let those two cure all the way, and while that's going on, I am going to grab my Venalisa. Ooh, sounds like my mom just got home. Perfect timing. We're going to top coat everything and be done. This top coating is also going to help seal in these charms because I'm going to go around and over everything except the skull, because the skull is supposed to have that like kind of faceted look to it. Yep, my mom's home. All right. Let's get our last two out here. And there's our ring finger. Oh, wait. Ring finger, middle finger. We would have figured it out. This is going to just give it a nice, smooth finish. And it will not yellow. Thank you, thank you. Feels slightly sticky, and we don't want it to feel sticky. So we're gonna go on the lamp. That one side, once that's all done, I'm probably gonna give that a good little file because I've got a little bit of orange peel on the side, and I'm not an orange peel fan, you know that. It drives me crazy when I do that to my nails. So we'll probably give it a real quick file. Oh my God, I love these. My buddy Paul in the UK sent me these. I only have 2 more left. I'm rationing them. I love lemon, so trying to figure out. Oh yeah, I was like, is this nail feeling a little loose? Why, yes, it is actually. The question is, can I get some glue down there? Because one side is loose and one side's not. I got a great deal on this glue, which everyone says is amazing. Oh, that was way too much. I just squirted in there. Way too much. See, that's why I don't like glues like this. I feel like it's so easy to do what I just did, and I don't like that. That is all over my skin now. I'm very unhappy about that. And that's just, now, that was user error, y'all. It's not the glue did that. That was me being heavy-handed. This one is the one I was saying I'm gonna need to give it a little buff because I don't know what I was doing. I wasn't paying attention and I jacked up this side, and that will drive me crazy. Only way to fix it is this. Thankfully, with this unicorn flake, this is a little bit more forgiving than if you were using just a flat color. You would see that so bad and it would be awful. Okay. While that's curing, let's look at the green ones. I just think this is so fun. It's gonna be a very bright, colorful one. And what we can do is we can always mix and match. There are certain fingers on my hands that we can mix and match. So we can do one of these kind of things. We're gonna top coat this real quick. So I'm gonna try to do it only on the 1/2. I'm just wondering, will I be able to get away with that? Well, it feels slightly sticky. The thumbs are hard, they're so big. So we are gonna go around the full nail. Give it one more cure, and I think we'll be okay. I don't want this side to puddle, but I don't think it is. I think we're good. Okay, we're gonna let that cure. I'm just kind of looking around. I'm gonna leave that in the lamp for 90 seconds. While that's going on, let's put one of these sets on this stand so we can see what it looks like. If I'm not mistaken, I think those skulls might glow in the dark. I could be wrong, I could be wrong. These little short nails are so funny, they're so short for me. Okay. So here's what we have. This is what we are working with. It's so shiny. It's so sparkly. It is crazy. Ha ha ha, hence the name Crazy Top, right? While that's going on, we're gonna turn this light off. So hopefully, oh yeah, you get a much better idea of how fun these are. They're so bright. They're so, I'm so excited about them. Okay. This was another one of those where we had an idea that we wanted to do. We started it halfway through. We're like, you know, that's not really working. So we had to switch it up, which is totally okay. Don't be afraid to do that. If you are working on your nails, they're not coming out the way you want them, the way you want them to. Oh God, now that I've got this all jacked up, this is gonna take forever to get back. I'm not even kidding you, y'all. Look at that. It's not what I wanted to do. Let me know, first of all, do you like this set? I think they're so fun. I think they're like just a fun summertime nail. Okay, pretty sure these are all dry or cured all the way now. They feel much better. I think it's a combination, like I said, of the Crazy Top and the Vinalisa, making sure that everything is super cured. But with that, I want to wish everyone peace, love, and joy. Bye.
Fixing colors, designs on the go, in a world where mysteries glow.